Masonic Lessons in Leadership Extended Series. Leadership inside a Masonic lodge looks different from leadership anywhere else. In most parts of life, leadership is tied to authority, a title, a position, a set of responsibilities. But in Masonry, leadership is built on influence, example, and character. The lessons the craft teaches about leadership aren't hidden in the ritual. They're woven into the experience of being a Mason. And the more a man practices them, the more naturally he leads, both inside and outside the lodge room. One of the first lessons Masonry teaches is self-mastery before leadership. A man is reminded from the very beginning that improvement begins within. Before he can guide others, he has to govern himself, his emotions, his decisions, his behavior, and his reactions. Leadership in a lodge doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from demonstrating calmness, fairness, and humility, especially in difficult moments. When a leader has himself under control, the entire lodge feels steadier. Another lesson is found in the way Masons meet on the level. Leadership inside a lodge doesn't come from standing above others. It comes from standing among them. In the lodge room, every man is equal, and that equality teaches leaders a valuable skill: listening. Leaders in Masonry learn to hear different viewpoints, respect different experiences, and guide discussions without dominating them. The most effective officers are the ones who make every brother feel included, valued, and heard. Masonry also teaches the importance of ritual and consistency. In everyday life, routine can feel boring. But in Masonry, routine creates rhythm, stability, and trust. A well-run meeting, a well-delivered degree, or a well-planned event reinforces the idea that leadership is not about making grand gestures. It's about showing up prepared and doing the small things well. Brothers notice consistency, and it strengthens their confidence in the person leading them. Another powerful lesson comes from the working tools. They aren't just symbolic objects. They're reminders of leadership principles that never expire. The square teaches fairness. The compasses teach restraint. The level teaches equality. The plumb teaches integrity. These tools are not passive symbols. They are active expectations. Leaders who apply them build lodges where respect and harmony grow naturally. Masonry also teaches that a leader must lift others up, not carry the lodge alone. In ritual, no degree belongs to one man. It takes a team: officers, mentors, sideliners, and candidates, each doing his part. Leadership in the lodge is the same. A strong master doesn't run everything. He empowers others. He lets his officers shine, encourages younger members to take on small roles, and supports brothers who want to contribute. When more men feel ownership, the lodge becomes stronger, healthier, and more engaged. One of the most profound Masonic lessons in leadership is the value of quiet influence. Masonry teaches through example, not force. The most respected leaders are often the men who guide without raising their voice, who correct gently, who praise freely, and who show patience even when things don't go as planned. This kind of leadership lasts because it builds trust, not compliance. And finally, Masonry teaches that leadership is temporary, but legacy is lasting. Every master, every officer, and every mentor holds his role for a short time. What endures is the tone he sets, the encouragement he gives, and the culture he helps build. Leaders come and go, but the impact of a good leader shapes a lodge for years. When you look at Masonry through the lens of leadership, you realize that the craft is not just teaching men how to run meetings. It's teaching them how to lead themselves, their families, their workplaces, and their communities with integrity and purpose. The lessons aren't theoretical. They're lived out in every degree, every obligation, and every moment spent in lodge. And when a leader carries those lessons forward, he doesn't just guide a lodge, he elevates it. He sets a standard others want to follow. And in doing so, he helps fulfill the deepest purpose of our fraternity: to build better men, who then build better lodges, who then build better communities.